but
Fuzzy Wuzzy. It looks like
yeah.
you got some fish grease on your lens. That's what it looks like.
Let me see if I can get a quick wipe. Is that better? I don't know. But
No.
whatever.
Tilt your
Okay.
laptop down a little bit.
I can't wait to get this fucking piece of junk replaced for real, for real.
You already look
Oh, no,
shiny. Look like a soul
that
food
was-
cook.
I fucking nah,
Yo,
but
I'll
yes,
take the big fish combo, extra fries. Let me get that ooey sauce on the side.
nah, but real talk to yesterday. I was fucking sick as a dog. I would die. I
Shut that baby
fucking,
up. Shut that baby up.
I fucking, oh man, I was fucking pissing out of my ass yesterday. I was achy. I was messed up, man. Super messed
COVID?
up.
Need some more of
Not,
this.
not definitely not COVID. I drank a bunch of water. I mean, that's how you have
Yo!
to, especially when it's
Yeah.
fucking, especially when you got fucking diarrhea.
I ain't
It's
get no memo.
fucking
I got
terrible.
this.
I'll stay on it. You know what I'm saying?
Fiji
That's all I
boys,
have.
hey, Fiji boys, where we at? Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's COVID 101 right there.
Now bring out that
Shit, for real.
equate.
Fuck, I don't have my phone with me right now because fucking V's looking at it. But well, okay. Welcome back to another installment of Coach by the Uncultured. I'm your boy Taylor B, and these are my hosts Daniel and Joey. And we have a special guest today, Luis. Give it up for him.
What's up?
And before we go any further, be sure to like or subscribe the podcast. Remember, we're available on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, and SoundCloud at Culture by the Uncultured. Be sure to follow us on all our social media platforms: Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. We got all that shabazz. And that's about it. Okay. Luis, do you want to give like a couple words about yourself? Tell people who you are. You know, he's a friend of the show first and foremost, but I don't know if you want to go any further or if you have anything to promote. Now is the time to do so as well.
Not really, not right now. Not that I could think of the top of my head. I'm
No.
being humble. I'm trying to stay humble. You know.
Try to stay humble. Oh man, I feel it, man. I feel it.
I'm gonna use that
Um,
next time. I don't got shit to say. Bro, I'm gonna be humble about it today.
We got a bunch on the docket. A lot has been happening tonight. By the way, I don't know if you guys can hear, but in the background, the fight is playing. There's a UFC fight happening right now, but also tonight is the fight for between Ben Askren and Jake Paul. Hopefully, Ben Askren knocks that block off of Jake Paul. Also, it was reported today
forgot
that
about that.
6ix9ine reached out to Ben Askren because he wanted to walk him out during like how like sometimes when somebody walked him out for the fight or whatever. He wanted to do that, and there's like a video of it. He's like, some guy named 6X9 wanted to walk me out, and just like guys were like, hell no. And they were like, who is he? And he's like, I mean, his thing is he snitched, but he's like, you're not really involved in street life, so it doesn't affect you. And then like some girl in there was like, well, we don't want to be a part of street life. And he's like, exactly, so he just left it alone.
He's a cloud chase.
Oh, for sure, super cloud chase. I mean, I feel like this whole fight is a cloud chase. And to be honest, I mean, even if Jake Paul did win, honestly, I would still just say that I would just say it's rigged. To be honest, like I just don't see Ben Askren winning because there's so much money in the line. Because nobody wants to watch somebody who's getting their ass beat. So Jake Paul's gonna keep making money by giving out money. That's what I see for this. This is a money grab, and it's like you're not professional boxers, but you're making hella money off of it. But if he was to just keep getting his ass beat, it's gonna fall off. Nobody's gonna want to watch that. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
Here's the thing.
He's
fighting the wrong guy. Let's be honest. With all the issues that we got going on right now, we want to see him get his ass beat by a black dude. Like that's what everybody wants. Let's keep it real.
Especially after he whooped Nate Robinson's ass in Black History Month. Shit.
Yeah.
Nate Robinson had no business being there, though. Let's be honest, though.
Fight a small
Just because you can dunk a basketball. For real.
Fight
Because
Matt
you can dunk a
Barnes.
basketball. Don't mean
Trevor
nothing.
Ariza. Fight a scrapper. Draymond Green out there. Fight somebody else. Nate
Actually,
wasn't not
I'll
the
pay money
dude.
for Barnes. I'll pay money for
Matt Barnes will fuck him up. He still got
he's
pinned
an
up
animal.
aggression from Derek Fisher. He still, you know what I'm saying? You don't want him.
He's the one that he drove out like hours to go like to fight him because he like fucked his wife
Matt
or something
Barnes
like that.
has a podcast called All the Smoke. I believe he's ready. You know what I'm saying? Like he's ready.
He wants all the smoke.
Ready for all the smoke. Shit. Speaking about black people right now, there's a lot going on in the black community as of late.
Again, stop what you refer to
like
people.
it's this has been pretty outrageous. I don't know if you guys heard about the Army Lieutenant Nazario. He pretty much got assaulted and pepper sprayed by cops that he got pulled over. They pretty much immediately had guns. He was for the most part cooperating, but obviously he didn't want to just get out of his car. They just told him it was a traffic stop. They didn't really tell him what was going on. They said that he was was failure to listen to commands or some shit like that. And then there's even one part that I hated hearing this in the video.
He had the gall to call it. He had the gall to call it obstruction of justice because he wouldn't get out of his car.
There you go. Yeah, I was like, what the hell? And there was one part where he said, like, I'm afraid to get out of my vehicle, and the police officer tells him, yeah, you better be. And it's just like that, bro. That's not like even aside from the other things, as a cop, that's not what you're supposed to do. You're doing the wrong thing. You're talking like that, you're doing the wrong thing. And it's just like it was just so nonsensical for him to he sprayed him and sprayed him again, and he's just like, that's fucked up. And then he's telling him even just the mix of commands, like he's got his hands out the window and he's like, keep your hands where I can see them. Undo your seatbelt, but keep your hands where I can see them. And it's like, that doesn't make sense. And he's like, I'm glad he did the smart thing and kept his hands outside the window so that they wouldn't have any doubts that where his hands were going when they were trying to trick him into fucking undoing his seatbelt. It's just so crazy how fast the situation can escalate. And you could even see it if I don't know if you guys watched the whole video, but you can even see it. There's a part where it looks like a younger cop and an older cop are the main two kind of involved in the situation, right? And it looks like the younger cop kind of felt bad for it for a second. I don't know if you guys noticed that. He tries to walk over to him and where the hell did you go? He tries to walk over to him and free him from his seatbelt, but then the other cop says, "No, don't do that." And it's I get it as an MP training. Yeah, don't get too close. I understand that part, but it's just he felt it. You could see he felt in his man, what the fuck are we doing, bro? He can't even get out his fucking seatbelt. He's fucking blind. What are you trying to make him do right now? And then of course they pull him out of the car. They fucking pin him to the ground and start kneeing and shit. It was super fucking wild. And I guess he's suing for $1 million or something like that right now. And I guess that happened in December too, which is super crazy. Then we got the unfortunate incident of Dante Wright being murdered by a female cop.
We're just gonna.
When do y'all take this?
We're just gonna skip through the first one because I got some points I want to make.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I just got done talking about this whole situation with the retired Navy. Dude's 50, right? So he was just the first mistake they made. He was trying to talk to the dude like you were his superior. As soon as that fool said, "I'm a lieutenant," your authority is out the window at this point. He outranks anything that you are in the cop. You can't be saying, "Oh, take orders from me." If you want to go that route, he's a lieutenant, you're underneath him, and telling him
it doesn't work like that in civilian world.
And then, but he was still telling him, he was like, "Yo, keep your hands out the window, open the door, undo the seatbelt." As soon as he puts his hands in there, to open up the door, oh, he had a gun, shoot, and all that. And it's just come on now. We've seen cops do this a bunch of times. We saw the one with the guy in the hotel in Las Vegas. You remember they were like, "Oh, crawl on this, put your hands down, don't reach down for your pants." Asking him to do
such a sad story.
Asking everybody to do X, Y, and Z. And it's you might be trained to respond in these areas, but a regular civilian isn't trained to respond in certain ways that you're expecting them to respond. You feel you tell Joey pull out some handcuffs, he'll look at you like you're a freak. Okay, so it's kind of weird. so it's kind of weird, how that keeps happening. You see the same type of weird instructions being sent every time something like this happens, and it's just fortunate that he's still alive though to fight for his name and fight for his life still.
Absolutely. Joey, Luis, you guys got anything?
Yes, but also no, I don't, because it's the same shit every month. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you think we get tired of hearing it, you think people get tired of doing it. It's just kind of whack. I'm just hella over that shit now.
It's sad. Don't get me wrong. It's really sad. It's just some cops are pretty much power tripping of what it is. Nowadays, like it's constantly power tripping.
The other
Absolutely.
story that's been kind of similar is that kid that was walking in his neighborhood.
Oh man, you talking about
Yeah,
the
the
boy
one
in
with the
Chicago?
military guy, right? Telling him to get
Yeah,
out of his
well,
neighborhood, right?
supposedly the kid from Chicago in this nice neighborhood. Now, granted, you don't know what the hell what kind of neighborhoods people live in. You can't just assume somebody don't live there. I read something after there where it said that kid lived in that neighborhood since 2013.
He lived like a block away, I
Yeah.
believe.
So just because you choose not to see people like that, and you know what I mean, those people, just because you don't choose to associate with those people, it doesn't mean they don't exist, bro. He was walking down the street, got up on him. Obviously, he was probably a little faded or something. He threatened them more than thrice. You know what I'm saying? He threatened them a multitude of times. And then the next day, it was like 200 black people on his front lawn.
Yeah, I saw that. Drones, they had everything in the front yard.
Are you talking about the black dude in that was in where
Was it
was
Chicago,
that?
right?
That wasn't in Chicago. There was the Latino kid that got killed
Yeah,
in
that was the
Chicago.
other one.
Oh, that one
But there
too.
was another one, the white dude in the Navy, was like shoving and pushing the black dude, and I want to say it's like Carolina or something. I know I'm wrong though. I
Do
didn't
you
write
guys
that
hear
one
about the
down,
comment
but
though that he
that
gave?
was
That sounds like some Raleigh, North Carolina type shit right there. That's what that sounds like.
yeah.
Do you guys hear the comment that
What you say, Luis?
the military dude said? He pretty much said, "I'm not racist. I watch black porn. I watch all that stuff." Did you hear that? He replied to somebody saying, "I watch black porn, so that means I'm not racist."
No
Yeah.
way. No way.
He goes, "Me watching that." He also said, "I like dark chocolate, so that does not mean I'm racist." I'm like, what?
That's the crazy part is, hey man, I mean, even slave masters were fucking the slaves, so that you don't get away with it just for watching black porn. Trust me, that's fucking crazy though. But I heard they moved away too, or some shit like that, or they were like moving or something. Like there was a lot though. Yeah, there was definitely protesters out there. They were fucking ready with it. The I think the command sergeant major of his installation, oh, it's Fort Jackson. So where the fuck is Fort Jackson?
Is
I
that
can't remember
Florida?
now, but it might be. It might be. That might be
No,
right.
Fort Jackson. I think
He
that is Carolina. Time out. Hold up. Hold
There's
up.
four. I was about to say there's
Yeah.
four of us with smartphones. Somebody
Yeah,
can look it
I'm
up.
looking it up as we
I
were
know.
talking about it.
Here, I'll get down right now. Okay. Ugh.
Fort Jackson, South Carolina. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Explains it.
So they, I guess, like they're immediately looking into like him as like a leader and an NCO
He was
and whatnot.
walking.
There's a lot that can happen from this. Basically.
And he said,
Yeah.
"You're
Yeah, the black dude was
harassing the
walking.
whole neighborhood." Oh, excuse me. And you could tell, let's be honest, just in the body language of that video, this was a kid that, even if he was of age, even if he's 18, 19, 20, he's not a physical presence. But I mean, he's not a threat.
Yeah.
He had his
He was, like,
body
smaller,
his
yeah.
body language was of a, not the strongest,
Like a
not the
chill dude,
strongest
yeah.
person, not the biggest male, not the biggest physique.
He didn't come off as aggressive.
He looked
or
like
anything
he was
either, even when
walking.
He was speaking.
He
was
looked like he was
soft-spoken.
walking to the library, bro. Like that's where he looked like he was
Yeah.
going to.
For
Big
real.
and bad picking on a kid like that. Like, stop playing.
He was the dude was like twice his
I'm
size.
just reading right now that soldier got arrested after that, and also he got pretty much suspended and released out of duty.
Court martial?
There goes his military career.
Yeah, the soldier from the Fort Jackson.
He probably. Yeah, you do like it, a lot of it has like people don't realize like being in the military, man. That's got like some like you can obviously there's a lot of fun that can be had in the military. Like you can.
It's been a bad look the last couple
of
years. I've heard a lot more negative than positive from the our own military.
But the trouble that you can get in the military is so like it can be so severe. It's one of those things where it's just like keep your head down and then just like keep your head on a swivel. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, I understand to keep your head down because when shit hits the fan, nobody remembers a damn thing. I didn't see nothing. I didn't hear nothing. Especially with them. What happened? What happened with that Vanessa Guillen girl and all them other people that came up missing? They just we act like that stuff didn't just happen last year now. You know what I'm saying? That was very relevant. That the one in Texas, the base in Texas, that shit was pretty much like ground zero for like weaklings in the military. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that's fair. That's like that you can see that the people that they target, they either think they're weak or easy to manipulate, especially like the boy. You see the young boy where you could tell he was probably a little nerdy when he was younger, but you know, like you go to the military, you have aspirations of like growth and change and security and you know what I'm saying? So you really growing up as a person and people don't even get a chance to sometimes. And that's what I really don't like because that's the one place you're going to like serve your family and your country and you still worried about people serving the same purpose bullying you. Like what the like come on, bro. That's big whack. I don't know.
Fact, man.
Shout out to my homies in the military. I know the people that I know in the military really holding it down with some solid jobs and families. So no disrespect to everybody. It's just when the stuff does happen, you hear about it one day and then you don't. It's a little concerning.
Very true.
Shout out to DJ.
Yeah, true.
Welcome back.
Shout out.
We're just gonna start putting a picture of DJ in the corner somewhere. We'll just insert,
No, we need to get him printed on a milk carton. I'm telling you,
more like a puppet. I'll just get a puppet.
Missing shit. Yeah, this is okay. So there was, unfortunately, I don't have access to my phone right now, and I don't want to go on Google for fear of this crappy ass laptop like shutting down on me. But there was also,
what do you need?
This meeting will end in 10 minutes. Okay. There was another shooting of a Latino in Chicago. There's like a 13-year-old kid. Apparently they lied about it. They tried to say he was like they thought he had a gun on him or something, and then like he wasn't being what's the word he wasn't like obeying commands or whatever. But then like when the video came out, like it clearly shows that he doesn't have a gun, and then it clearly shows like he listened right away, like he had his hands up and everything, like he wasn't trying to do nothing, and they shot him and killed him. A 13-year-old kid. It's fucking crazy.
Nobody told your bitch ass to be a cop. If you scary, stop thinking you could handle that stuff. If you're gonna let a teenager scare you like that.
Apparently, there was also fear that the Latin Kings would retaliate in response to the incident that occurred. Which, I mean, fuck yeah.
I mean, the regular people to fight the government, we need some militia to back us up now. Like I'm all for it.
Sure. Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? All the gangs, free them. Let's start doing GoFundMe's and free all the inmates, and then let's get them on our side. I'm pretty sure they don't like government either.
all the bails, all the bailouts. We should be doing that. Just fucking the bitch that shot Dante Wright got bailed out. Like the next, she was out of jail in 24 hours.
$100K,
and she's murdered. She murdered somebody.
Whose bail is only $100K for that? Whose bail is only $100K for that?
I don't know. I'm gonna look up the average bail.
Bro, I've had homies. I've had homies who got caught just with a weapon in the car, not even use it to shoot or kill anybody. Whose bail was at over 2.5 million. She got bailed with $100K. That don't even feel right.
That sounds favoritism to me.
It's super crazy. Yeah, that incident.
Oh my God! The average charge for second degree is $250,000. How'd she only get $100,000?
Well, she got hit with manslaughter. Is the charge they gave her? Second degree manslaughter. Are you looking up that or murder?
I typed in manslaughter, and that's what it told me.
Well, there's kind of a whirlwind of information surrounding this whole incident. I mean, one of the things is obviously
the one with the taser.
People are saying like yeah. This is the one where the female cop, I think her name was Kimberly Potter. She shoots this kid. There's a video out, of course, and everything. And then she in the video she even says like, "Oh my God, I shot him" or whatever. And then apparently they're saying that she confused her taser with her pistol, which is like pretty much impossible first and foremost. Even
don't you wear them on different sides?
No, it's not that. It doesn't matter what side it is. To me, I feel like there's two different weights. That's off the bat. There's two different weights right there. It's pretty much holding a
There's a
There's a
lot.
lot that
baseball
goes
and
into it.
a bowling ball in one hand. Like I feel there's two different weights.
Yeah.
You're not gonna compare the same.
It's there's so much. Even just like I mean, I'm me myself. Obviously, I've had experience using them and having them holstered or whatever, and it's so insane just because like the thought of like just even like just forgetting, like for a moment, like there's no way I would take this hand and put it to my right side or like my dominant side and be like, oh, this is my taser. I would never think that even for a second or whatever, right? The second thing is yes, the weight difference. That's definitely a huge thing. Definitely a huge thing. Another thing is she held the gun out, like pointed it at him for a while.
Yes.
She didn't just like pull it up and fire. She held it out for a while and was pointing it at him or whatever, right? Obviously, there's a difference in color, black to fucking highlighter yellow.
Doesn't she have to take the safety off too in order to fire that gun?
Yeah, there's a safety. There's a safety.
Oh
for the
man, it's not
taser.
looking good.
There should.
It's not looking
There's
good.
fucking most people. You're supposed to say taser, or say or announce it something like that, of like you're gonna use this weapon or whatever before just firing it off.
Well, she did.
There's a lot.
She
that-
did yell
that goes into
taser a
that,
bunch of times.
know?
I think that's why she's getting away with this whole.
Did
I
she
forgot.
really yell taser
She,
a bunch of times?
she
in the
yelled
video?
taser a
I
bunch
didn't
of
even
times in
pay
the video. She
attention.
was like, "Taser! I'm gonna tase you! Taser!" And then bam!
And then fucking shot him.
And
That's
then shot
fucking
him.
crazy. Oh man.
Was it only one
After-
shot?
after-
No,
After
what
she
they
was
what,
ready
what they
to
didn't
shoot.
tell you was that the young man's gang name was Taser.
Taser, I'm gonna shoot you. Oh man, this is we should not be laughing at this. But anyways, what I was gonna say was, so yeah, there's a bunch of differences. She's getting hit pretty hard, pretty fast, it seems like, and people are kind of throwing out the question like, oh, is it because she's a woman compared to all like the white dudes that don't go to jail or nothing happens to them right away? She's getting gaffled up pretty quickly in
Yep.
comparison. I feel like I agree with it too. I mean, we had to talk about the other day that I think even Joey, you were saying like some would even question or argue saying that the educated black man is above the white woman in certain instances.
Come
or
on.
whatever.
Did you guys
man.
really think that this country, and don't get me wrong, you guys really think that this country or the people who allow the presidents to be in place would have allowed Obama before Hillary Clinton?
Yeah, super crazy.
Yeah. I don't know. And just think the minority vote. This is crazy. I gotta go find the link. I gotta find this. But in 2008, I had just turned 18. I was just able to vote. Like I just turned 18, and then it was like, oh, 1 month later, I can vote, and that was Obama's term. There was an increase of like 12% of minorities who registered to vote in Obama. That number, like 7 or 8 times overfolded of minorities who registered to vote to get Trump out. So, oh, right. Like, yeah, register that. That's a lot. That is a lot of extra people. So it tells me that even when Obama did get in, he didn't have nearly as much support as we had to get Trump out. So I don't believe that Obama won any kind of real minority vote. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of weird. I don't know. I don't want to get too conspiracy, but I've thought about it, and it's like, you think
Keep going.
You think them old white guys in heels and tights and wigs and makeup fucking each other and their slaves 250 years ago would have approved of a Negro in office before a baby maker? I don't think so. Do y'all? Like, I'm not talking like that, but that's exactly how they saw us. And we're still living off the Constitution and rules that were established in those times that we don't live in no more. Okay, I'm just clearing that up. Okay, continue.
Also, I just wanted to point out that the officer who shot Dante and the chief of police over there, this was in Boston, I believe, right? They both resigned, pretty much in response.
If that's
to all,
not
like,
the tale, what is, bro? Oh, it's under fire. Oh,
sure.
you know what? Yeah,
For
I'm
real.
75. I'm out of here. I think it's time to call it quits. They do that every time.
For sure.
Every time. Inconvenient, retire.
Run from the
You're
problem
not lying at all.
as quickly as possible.
Before the legal system gets them so that they can get all of their retirement money and all that stuff.
Right.
They get
Facts,
the
for
big
sure.
paid vacation.
What about DJ and Daniel versus round 3 in Madden? What's good? You guys want to do a recap?
Wait. The recording's gonna stop in a second, so we should wait for it to finish, and then we'll get into the next topic. If that's what y'all try. If you want to stop it now and then.
All right, we can do that, and then
cut this out later. So.
I'll be able to do it or not, or if one of you guys have to do it again, I'm not sure. But
It's gonna. Well, just cut the recording now.
We're Gucci. All right. So DJ and Daniel, Madden, round 3. How did that go?
What you mean? How did that go? You know exactly how it go. I saw you in the chat talking your smack.
I try to watch every time DJ goes live too, just in case. But I had spotty. I was in a spotty place for internet, so when that happened, so I didn't make it. So I'm kind of upset.
Yeah, he jumped out to a big league as my guys went stupid in the beginning. Like I don't know why my guys were like it was smacking them in the hands and the ball was dropping and DJ was like, "Oh, thank you," and just taking the interceptions and he was just like, "Bro, like I can't make the pass any better. Y'all got to catch the ball, fam." Like, so I know the way he kind of plays and all that by now. Like I said, we've played a bunch of times and all that. So I was like, okay, let me go ahead and stop him. And then the same exact thing would happen to him, but he would catch the ball. And I'm like, okay, Madden wants me to lose this one apparently. And then
because you're black.
No, I don't know if it's because I'm black or not, but man, the way the computer be hoeing you when the computer wants you to lose. That DDA thing is real, I believe. But he did make a genius move. Like I put it in the chat where he was just like everybody went up to try to catch it or get an interception. He took his user and ran behind the whole entire pile. Just waited for the tip drill, and I was just like, "That's probably the smartest thing I've ever seen in my life."
This is why the term Madden bullshit has existed since the early 2000s. Yeah. Anybody who plays Madden knows, oh, bro, that's that Madden bullshit. You can't explain it. It just happens sometimes.
Yeah, but I was able to make somewhat of a game of it towards the end there. I came back within.
That was definitely a strong comeback, like for sure.
Yeah, I was able to bring it in within, I think 6, and then he scored again. I was like, damn it! If I had stopped it at one time, I would have had the chance because once I figured out what he was doing on defense a little bit, it was a little bit easier for me to get down the field, and especially after capitalizing on my mistakes. But we got round 4 coming up here in a few days because we're both in the playoffs. So
I think it's tiebreaker, no? Or no? If you win, it's tied. If he wins, it's 3-1.
Yeah. So it'll be
to win. I don't want to hear DJ.
Oh no!
You need to win.
I got something up my sleeve. I found something in that second half of that game that I'm gonna try to definitely use for the second time we play. It's gonna be for the NFC Championship. So I'm definitely gonna be bringing out all the stops.
Definitely got to bring some to the board.
I could already see DJ when we're playing online on chat. I whoop Daniel's ass. He's gonna be saying that. I don't want to hear that.
DJ tries to break down everything and explain everything. That Daniel too. They be going back and forth. They be like two evil scientists with the controller, bro. Aha! I knew you was gonna do that. Aha! I disguised as a 3-4. Like, oh my god, bro, it's crazy. It's like if Hogwarts had a class for Madden, they both took it. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
But it has to be like that. It's because me and DJ have no competition except for ourselves. So when we're playing everybody else, it's kind of just like, all right, I'm gonna run these 5 plays and I'm gonna win. But when it comes to DJ and we play each other, it's just like, okay, well, we know each other's 5 plays. Now it's time to bust out the other 10 that we ain't been practicing.
Hey, Luis, you coming live from a bicycle shop? You got a lot of rims back there.
No, it's home decor.
What are they though?
Mirrors. To be honest, I didn't even know what it is.
Oh, it's just random, bro.
Yeah, it's art. The art is random.
You know what it was? It was somebody who can't walk, who lives in a wheelchair, who was like, yo, I need to find a way to get up out of here. And he was inspired by like some piece of art, and he was like, oh yeah, you know what? Let me take all those wheels from me growing up, from the time my wheels was this big.
Wow. We're missing a spinner.
What else do we got? Oh, the mounting tensions at the Ukraine and Russian border. What y'all think about that? Russia says war between two superpowers, U.S. and Russia, is inevitable. They think we're gonna go throw down at some point.
No.
Would y'all?
Well,
How would you guys even respond to a
not,
potential draft?
Is that not in Revelations? Is that the bear and the
Yes.
eagle?
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. It's gonna happen, just not now. But to answer your question, Brandon, let them draft because I'm too old to be drafted. Go ahead.
Not quite yet. 35.
These kids could use a little discipline.
35. Yes,
I'll be
sir.
lying on my papers.
For sure. I already helped you guys out once. I'm good. It is kind of scary though to think about that. Like whenever I think about like even like the whole like North Korea, whenever there's tensions with them, I'm just like, fuck, dude. Like, I really don't want it to be in my lifetime that there's like another major war. Like, not that there already hasn't been a major war with crazy casualties, but I don't want something to where like a major incident, and it's like constant casualties. Plenty of fathers are missing from their children's lives, because there was just like a bunch of old men got mad at some old men from another country, and then a bunch of young men pay the consequences for it.
I gotta see one of the major three in my life before I die. So it's either World War III, zombies, or aliens. We gotta get one of those three before we dead. And what do you think's more likely?
Aliens look like they're right around the corner.
I mean, the UFO talk from the government standpoint is already leaking millions of pages on the web and here all this information.
I feel like every other day now, like all these like social media pages are like, UFO spotted in whatever city, and it's just like, bro.
The crazy part is like
really
growing up in San Diego, like even before like I had cable, half the channels are, in Spanish. And, I speak Spanish and all that, but all those news stations in Mexico, they show UFOs and stuff every other day. Yeah. It's not
really
every other day.
Yeah, it's normal.
Ahí tenemos un video de Culiacán. Like it's hilarious, bro. Like it's like, like it's yeah, all that stuff.
That's crazy.
So it's kind of
hold on, I don't want to skip over Daniel saying that he's seen aliens before.
Yeah.
Actually did. But I thought he was
you think Daniel would act the way he acts now if he weren't abducted? This man's been probed. Okay.
Oh my god.
I feel like that's like a South Park scene,
Yeah.
No, it's I'm that guy from Independence Day with his guy. Oh. Hey boys, I'm back. Bam.
Daniel's last words are gonna be a revelation. He's gonna experience something. He's gonna be like, I knew it, and then he just go and disappear into like all type of
disappear.
It's gonna be crazy. We'll never know.
It's gonna be like a mix of the rapture and the alien abduction.
Whoa! That's my conspiracy corner. Stop it. Back up. Ain't even like there, everybody. That's the whole reason why I feel like they make alien movies anyway, just to be like when the rapture happens, everybody be like, oh, it's aliens. It's like, nah, we out of here. Like, that's what it is.
It's funny how Brandon brought that up because me and Brandon talked about this on chat one time about aliens, and like we had like a discussion about it, pretty much thinking like, what has anybody seen an alien? And
I mean,
there's no proof of it. There's no videos or anything like that of it. So what if aliens look like us? We just don't know who they are,
They do. That's what they call our cousins, aliens. They tell us to go back.
No, I'm fully convinced the Queen of England's an alien.
You see? They could look like us.
There's no way she's been.
How many husbands has she survived?
She's been looking 105 for about 20 years. Like, it's amazing.
She definitely got a body waiting for her when she dies to put her brain in. You know what I'm saying?
They're gonna like freaking cryogenically freeze her brain, and then just when the technology's here, Queen, we'll bring you back.
No, not sure. Even that.
That's fucking wild.
She looked like Han Solo in the thing, and just.
Oh,
I'm sure Elon Musk got a backup plan too. You know what I'm saying?
No, I got it. Didn't he just get like a contract to go to the moon or
He
something
just got
like
the
that
contract
recently?
to get the first woman on the moon. Something like that.
Okay, it's crazy, man. Like, what the fuck? Like, after we just keep seeing his fucking spaceship blow up, now he got a contract to go to the moon. Like, what? Man, if you don't get that mess out of here, it don't even seem like they're getting any closer
but
to
see,
like figuring that out. Like, everything
his
just
projects
explodes.
cost $5 million each. You probably figure plus $1 million in tweaks and this and that. Bro, that's pennies. So what? If I have a guy who's spending $6 million on a test rocket per week that he don't care about the money, oh yeah, you can get this contract because I know you're gonna keep dumping money into it. Take it. Oh well, take it. And Elon, we trust. How about that Dogecoin?
He'll never
to the moon.
He'll never make it outside the dome.
I agree.
Anyway,
I agree with Daniel.
Firmament. Look it up.
He'll never make it out the dome. Jesus. Just like the
I just
Truman
want to
Show.
point out the last rocket blew up on re-entry. It landed.
But do you know if it actually left or not? Because your human can only.
I didn't see that part.
You know why he's gonna get it done? Because the people who have got it done before probably made a nice little nest egg and are chilling. But he's got the type of money to get you. Like, can you help me out? It'd probably take you 6-7 months. I can save a lot of money, and I can put that money in your pockets. He's gonna get. He can afford the science. He can afford the science. And just think, he specializes in solar paneling and stuff right now. Imagine in outer space when it's closer to the sun. It's like, goddamn, bro. He can't lose.
Speaking of aliens, Brenda Song and Macaulay Culkin had a baby.
Oh man, that's so funny because when you say that, I imagine the 10. It was like 10 years ago when they dropped that picture of Macaulay Culkin looking like a sick newborn chicken. You know what I mean? Just bad, bro.
Yeah. He was borderline zombie.
But the recent picture, he looks nice and healthy and fed. You know, Brenda throwing that thing on him. Yeah. So
I thought Brenda Song was looking fire for a minute though. Like towards the end of her Disney Channel career, I was like, all right, London, I see you. I see you over there.
This ain't no topic to be with the Stop Asian Hate. But I grew up, I didn't really like Asian girls. They didn't really like me. But on TV, all I knew was Brenda Song. And it was not bad. You know, it was pretty good. So she's like,
okay,
London Tipton.
Let me put the Tipton.
Just the Tipton. You know what I'm saying? But that's definitely a Disney Channel hookup because the only time you see an old white guy with a younger Asian is in San Diego at the Navy base. That's the only time you ever see that. Other than that, it's definitely some Disney productions going on.
Wait, ain't Rob Dyrdek
Vietnam too, Fayetteville.
Wait, what did he say?
Dating an Asian?
I think so. You're probably not wrong. I feel like that's just kind of like a favorite for white guys. Is like Asian women.
Who is he talking about?
Stop Asian hate. Stop Asian hate. We don't need
Rob Dyrdek. Dyrdek.
I wouldn't be surprised. Let's be honest. I wouldn't be surprised at all.
He's got like 2 kids or 2 or 3 kids now, something like that. I think too.
With the Asian? He's got Asian kids?
I just watched a video recently. I think so. I just watched a video recently about like the reason why like Robin Big failed or whatever. I did not know that there was so much going on behind the scenes, but that's not really important. Maybe I can talk about that another time.
Say that Big. You're messing with.
Rest in peace, Big, for sure. Yeah. Oh yeah, I could do that. What else we got in news? Usher Bucks. I guess it was released that there was a stripper that was like upset that Usher was like throwing money out in the strip club or whatever. But it also looks like it was for promotion, and apparently he threw actual money first and then did this, and it was in Las Vegas because now he has a Las Vegas.
I believe it. Of course, he threw real money first, and they was gonna slander him with the. That's funny. I'll take me a C note. That's kind of funny too. Like he's a C.
I think like the next day, 21 Savage had some of the Usher Bucks too. The shit was hilarious.
That's hilarious. I would definitely love to have my own money.
That
reminds me of. I don't know if I think I told this before, but that reminds me of when I worked or when I helped out at Chula Vista High School with the, what was the name? I think it was called Sword and Shield, the group that used to sell the snacks at lunchtime. Okay. And one day I was in there helping because I had a bunch of friends in like the ASB. And I was playing music, and they gave us the $5 bills with Bill Murray's face on it. and that was
Wow.
it was like over $400 in fake $5 bills, almost to the point where somebody was handing them out like, yo, free money. And I was like, oh, it's a fiver? All right, big bet.
Oh my
Buy
god, to
Cheeto
high
Puffs,
school
hot
children?
Cheetos.
Oh my god. That's
Some people
crazy.
got away with it at Jack in the Box.
That's fucking wild.
I heard they
What?
started. I heard they wasn't having it at Cotijas
Where's the
though.
phone?
They was not buying it at Cotijas. But you know, Mexicans are kind of quick. Like, wait, time out. What's
No,
this?
they check
You
the
know,
$5,
like,
making sure it's real.
don't check your $1 bills. Don't
Fucking
play with a
Hail
Mexican
Mary, that's fucking
establishment.
insane.
Go check your coins.